With the government so divided and dysfunctional that it's literally been forced to shut down, one wonders if there's anyone who could bang some heads together in order to break the gridlock. Perhaps an independent voice, someone who bears no allegiance to either side. How about this guy?
We need a revolution of stop electing Democrats and Republicans. They're destroying our country. They have us totally in debt up to our ears. They are completely responsible. You notice I combine them together. I'm for the abolishment of all political parties, and I have great people that stand with me on that.
And we're joined by Mr. Ventura himself, the former governor and author of the new book, They Killed Our President, 63 Reasons to Believe There Was a Conspiracy to Assassinate JFK. Welcome, sir. Let's start with the government shutdown. Do you really believe that both sides are equally at fault?
They're always equally at fault. They've been running our country for 150 years now, and look at the shape we're in today.
But, sir, hang on a second. The president has said, as we know, that he introduced this law. It was voted on by both houses of Congress. It was confirmed by the Supreme Court. It came into action this week. And yet Republicans have decided to use what is fixed law as a hostage, as a bargaining chip, to shut down the government. I mean, that's the Republicans who are at fault, isn't it?
Well, certainly on this particular issue, they're probably the majority at fault, absolutely. But we need to look at the whole picture of what the system is. They've created and built a system that's based completely on the concept of bribery. Now, if you do bribery in the private sector, you go to prison. But yet it's alive and well with our public officials. How do you think they get their money? It's bribery. You pay them, you get audience with them. What we need in this country is to get rid of these Democrats and Republicans. They've got us in debt so far that if they did their home finances the way they've done the government finances, they'd be bag people living on the street.
Okay.
And both parties are responsible for the mess we're in.
Okay, pops on all their houses. You supported Ron Paul for president in 2012. If you did not run yourself in 2016, would you support Senator Rand Paul for president?
I said that I would support Ron Paul if he would quit the Republican Party. When he continued to stay with the Republican Party, I did not support him when he was a Republican. I said if Ron Paul would quit the Republican Party, I would run with him as his vice president.
And a final question, sir, about your book itself. Do you have the evidence for who did kill JFK?
No, but I have the evidence that proves Lee Harvey Oswald did not kill JFK. It's so clear, it's laughable when you look at the situation and you look at what happened. And the reason is because they always say, well, someone would talk. People have spoken, but mainstream media won't talk about it. They speak to silence. They don't speak and tell when things happen on the murder of our president 50 years ago now.
Mr. Ventura, it's been a great delight to have you today. We'd love to have you back again when we have more time. You are the author of the new book, They Killed Our President. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.